Most of us understand that the truth is important, and the truth of our history is really important for us to grasp as a way of making sense of our present, and also as a starting place for careful thinking about how we want to shape the future, how we want to shape the way we behave individually, how we want to shape the policies and practices of our institutions, including our workplaces. I want to share a very brief piece of a very important book that I think every American should read. It's called A People's History of the United States, and it was written by Howard Zinn, the renowned historian Howard Zinn. And his first chapter begins with a look at Columbus. And let me read this piece. And so Columbus, desperate to pay back dividends to those who had invested, had to make good his promise to fill the ships with gold. In Haiti, where he and his men imagined huge gold fields to exist, they ordered all persons 14 years or older to collect a certain quantity of gold every 3 months. When they brought it, they were given copper tokens to hang around their necks. Indians found without a copper token had their hands cut off and bled to death. The Indians had been given an impossible task. The only gold around was bits of dust garnered from the streams. So they fled, were hunted down like dogs, and were killed. Trying to put together an army of resistance, the Arawaks faced Spaniards who had armor, muskets, swords, horses. When the Spaniards took prisoners, they hanged them or burned them to death. Among the Arawaks, mass suicides began with cassava poisoning. Infants were killed to save them from the Spaniards. In 2 years, through murder, mutilation, or suicide, half of the 250,000 Indians on Haiti were dead. So I give you that just as some important information to consider as we think about the uprising that is challenging the placement of statues of Christopher Columbus in prominent places across our society. What if it's really time to replace myths with the truth and to operate from a place of truth toward building a more fair and just society? I think it is time, way past time.